Tonight, shut down. Health officials in Ashland order bars to close their doors for the next 2 weeks to slow the spread of COVID-19.
And night training. The skies around the Northland are going to be a little louder for the next week. The training the 148th is doing, that's causing the noise.
And later, protests break out and presidential hopefuls weigh in on the Breonna Taylor decision. We're unpacking a busy day in Kentucky.
From CBS3 Duluth, this is the CBS3 News at 10.
Good evening, I'm Kristen Bakke.
And I'm Anthony Matt. Thanks for joining us. Ashland County recorded 15 new COVID-19 cases Monday. It's the highest daily total during the pandemic.
They added 9 more cases on Wednesday. Now officials are responding by shutting down bars. CBS3's Ryan Combo spoke with county leaders today about why.
It's really important that we get a handle on it now because, as we've seen in the last week, this can blow up really quickly.
To help put a pause on the rising COVID-19 numbers, Ashland County is shutting down bars and taverns, which is any place where alcohol makes up 51% or more of sales.
Restaurants are available to stay open provided they close down their bar seating.
The order goes in effect Friday and will last through Sunday, October 11th.
We're strong, we're resilient, and we can do this.
It impacts all Ashland bars and those 2.5 miles outside the city.
We feel it's safer from a public health standpoint to have servers come to the table with masks on and take orders and deliver drinks and deliver food versus having people yell across a narrow section of bar, yelling at a bartender.
According to the county, businesses that violate the order could face a fine between $200 and $500 for each violation.
If you care about the community, if you care about the businesses that are just trying to hang on by a shoestring, if you want those to remain open, we have to work together.
We reached out to several bar owners there for reaction, but they turned us down for interviews. The order to close Ashland bars came on the same day the Ashland School District announced it will be holding all classes online for at least 2 weeks.
Let's check in on the weather now. Dave, seen some lightning and hearing some thunder out there, but not a whole lot of rain, huh?
No, and nothing severe. We haven't crossed that threshold,
Okay.
but it's a bit of a picture to watch outside.
Yeah.
And it's been aggravated a little bit, the storm threat, because of the heat. Areas. So we take a look at the day planner for Thursday, and let's plan on still having a little bit of rain chance as we get out the door in the morning. Then the rain chance should go away by lunchtime, but the clouds will linger. Top temp only 60, so from 80 today to 60 tomorrow, what will split the difference on Friday and go to 70. But we may get another rain chance, and we'll talk all about that coming up in just a bit.
Thanks, Dave. A teacher shortage is impacting local school districts in Minnesota. According to a study by the Professional Educator Licensing and Standards Board, more than half of licensed teachers in Minnesota aren't actually working in the field of education. Educators believe this is due to lack of financial compensation, the stress of workloads, and the impacts of COVID-19. School district officials say they have the most trouble finding teachers for specialty subjects.
Like special education, for example, the sciences and math, especially in greater Minnesota.
Educators say there has been an increased need for substitute teachers since the pandemic started. Filling those roles has also been a challenge.
Duluth was in the spotlight today as the first saliva testing site in the state of Minnesota opened up. And officials say it was a success as the line at one point was out the door and nearly 700 people were tested. CBS3's John Cardinelli was at the site and found out some people traveled from far away just to try the new test.
Wednesday was the first day of COVID-19 saliva testing in Duluth, and more than 500 people came to get a test, all for different reasons.
I just think it's a really good idea. I work in the home care sector, and we haven't been tested, and I want to make sure I'm safe for my client.
The testing now offered at Palucci Hall at the Deck. It's completely free, and you don't have to have symptoms to participate.
That's all we've heard is you need to have symptoms. Well, not everybody has symptoms, so I just worry I could be walking around exposing people.
Lines were long here at the Deck for day one, with people telling us they traveled as long as 2 hours to get a saliva test.
I live in Babbitt.
Hannah Milos made the trip to Duluth as she was recently exposed to the coronavirus.
My work had a potential exposure. We had already been teleworking, but I decided to come and get tested because I had gone into the office a couple of times, and I just wanted to make sure that I didn't have it.
Milo says she waited in line for around 40 minutes, which was longer than taking the test itself.
The whole actual testing process took less than 5 minutes.
A worthwhile wait to make sure those around her are not exposed to the virus.
It's great. The more people that get tested, the better, in my opinion. I think it will make it a little bit more obvious how big of an impact COVID is having on our community and make people safer overall.
Results from the saliva test can be expected in 1 to 2 days, a shorter turnaround than other COVID-19 tests. The testing site at the Deck will be open Wednesdays through Sundays. For exact times, you can head on over to our website. County spokespeople tell us they expect it to keep running through the end of the year or possibly even longer.
You might be hearing a lot of noise coming from the airfield.
That's because the 148th Fighter Wing started their night flying training. CBS3's Kendall Jarbo shares what the pilots are learning and why this training is so crucial.
The 148th Fighter Wing needs to respond, no matter the time of day or night.
We do night flying because all of our operations and mission require us to respond 24/7. Obviously, half of that time is at nighttime.
For the next 2 weeks, F-16s will be taking off and landing at night while the pilots receive important training.
When we night fly, there's obviously skills, specific skills, and that's how to deal with having less visual cues. And we have specific equipment that helps us out with this.
Specific skills like using night vision goggles, flying with less light in the cockpit, and counteracting spatial disorientation. They're also taking extra precautions to keep pilots healthy.
Especially with the COVID going on as well, we do triple redundancy in the cleaning process. So we clean them before the flight, after the flight, and then even if a pilot's just going in for a quick fitting, we clean them up as well again.
Most of the 148's night training happens in the winter, but pilots are thankful for the warm start.
It's a great opportunity. We try to take advantage as best we can. The pilots tonight will really appreciate it because it's a beautiful night.
A beautiful night, if a little noisy on the ground.
It is sure fun to see and hear those. Well, people in the Northland and the UP could hear the jets. All planes are scheduled to land by 11:15 each night. The 148's night flights end next Friday.
The Ashland Police and Fire Commission met tonight to discuss hiring a new police chief. Former Chief Jim Gregoire retired at the end of June. The commission says it has received 6 applications for the position. They plan to narrow those down, then request letters of recommendation, run through assessments, and hold interviews before selecting a final candidate. Members say they want to be thorough.
We're not hiring an entry-level police officer. We're hiring an administrator. And I think, it behooves us to do the best we can to get the best candidate.
The commission went into closed session tonight to narrow down the 6 applicants.
As the old saying goes, the show must go on. The UMD Theater program can attest to that as they take their performance outside for the premiere of Henry V. Tonight, the performers held their final dress rehearsal in front of a limited crowd and with a number of changes. Actors wore masks while they performed, plus the crowd was socially distanced on the lawn. Director Tom Isbell says there have been plenty of changes, including the fact that they started planning via Zoom. But he says in the midst of a pandemic, he's happy they're able to perform in front of an audience.
We've been denied the live theater experience, I hope the audience reminds itself of how important this is and how necessary this is to tell a story between an actor and an audience. That's something special.
The play will take place from September 24th through the 27th and then September 30th through October 3rd at 5 p.m. For more information, visit our website, cbs3duluth.com.
Still to come, the Red Cliff Reservation is only a month away from having a much-needed accommodation. We'll have more after the break.
And later, a decision has been handed down by the AG in Kentucky in the Breonna Taylor case. We have all the details.
Today's record high is 85 from 1891. We got within 4 degrees of that today, but boy, are we tumble temperature-wise tomorrow down towards 60. And in between, still a chance for showers and storms tonight. We'll show you the latest Doppler map and track these systems coming up after this break.
Season 2 is
The
here.
Kelly Clarkson Show, weekdays at 3 on CBS3.
Because of this, we built Ford Super Duty to be the most capable heavy-duty pickup ever. Because of this, we built Ford F-150 with 375 horsepower. Because of this, we built Ford Ranger with the terrain management system. And because Ford trucks are built for this, you made Ford America's best-selling brand. Now lease an F-150 for just $299 a month. That's just $299 a month. Only at your local Northland Ford dealer.
Numi Jewelers is a full-service jewelry store specializing in one-of-a-kind pieces and repairs. From a chain repair to a full custom piece, we'll get your jewelry looking new again. Stop in for a free repair estimate. Numi Jewelers, where true love is guaranteed.
At Super One Foods, you'll find more than just low prices and better choices. You'll find friendly faces like ours, working hard to save you money.
Super One has a tireless commitment to quality and freshness and a goal of delivering 5-star service to every customer to bring the absolute best value to your shopping experience. Check out these specials available at all Super One locations going on now.
So stop into the Super One Foods right in your neighborhood. Super One Foods, serving you with low prices and better choices.
I'm Quinn Nystrom and I approve this message.
Pete Stauber and our healthcare. It's like the fox guarding the hen house. Stauber took tens of thousands of dollars from corporate special interests, like the healthcare industry, and voted against lowering drug prices 5 times. Stauber even voted to let insurance companies sell junk plans that deny coverage for people with pre-existing conditions. We can't trust Pete Stauber to guard our healthcare.
My son Beckett was 2 years old when he was diagnosed with leukemia. He would get sick. Aubrey would take him to the bathroom and she would rub his back. Our family is fighting this every single day. If Donald Trump gets rid of our healthcare law, my son won't be protected. We would have to be making some tough decisions about what medications we can afford. We need a president who will protect our healthcare, and that's Joe Biden.
I'm Joe Biden, and I approve this message.
You work hard for your money and deserve to see it go the extra mile. Join us Wednesday mornings and hear from local experts on tips to better manage your finances in Eye on Money on live local CBS3. Brought to you by MPPL Financial.
Season 2 is
The
here.
Kelly Clarkson Show, weekdays at 3 on CBS3. Now, the CBS3 Duluth WeatherMax forecast with meteorologist Dave Anderson.
Well, this morning, while the sky was still blue, it was a great day to get out with those warmer temperatures and work. Brian Percola here. Here he is helping to pave the way to Grand Portage. This is around Josephine Mountain here. Later in the day, of course, the clouds began to thicken, and now some towns have been getting a bit of rain. And we'll show you who's getting it now with our latest Doppler map here in just a bit. But let's start with the current temperatures. After highs in the 80s for a lot of Wisconsin towns and upper 70s for many Minnesota places, well, we're now going down a bit. We have some upper 50s to look at here near the Canadian border from International Falls towards Ely and then on through Grand Portage. For the Mesaba range, lower 60s happening there. Twin Ports numbers are going 57 to 62, still having some trouble with the Duluth International reporting station. Low to mid 60s, though, still in Moose Lake, and mid 60s in Hayward and Solon Springs. Low 60s into the Upper Peninsula. The range of low temps tonight likely will be upper 40s to middle 50s for many places, which really isn't bad for September, so nothing to get too excited about there. Well, any rain to get excited about, any storms? Not strong enough to be considered severe, but vigorous could be a polite term put on this line of storms that's rumbling through northern Wisconsin here right now. It was in the Lake Nebagamon area. Now it's starting to head over towards the UP. And so overnight tonight, our zones, Minnesota, Wisconsin, Michigan, faces a 60% chance for more showers and storms. How much will we get? Well, we need a lot. We need 2 3/4 inches. North of Duluth, we may only get about 1/10 or so here for the Iron Ranges. Once we get towards the head of the lakes, maybe if we're lucky by tomorrow morning, we'll pull a 1/2 inch. And then from east central Minnesota through northwestern Wisconsin into the UP, about 1/3 to 3/4 inch possible there. So our latest estimates have taken down the totals, but we'll still take whatever we can get. And here's what we get after the rain chance. Once we get into Thursday and Friday, cooler air filters in behind our departing low pressure systems. And so 80 today goes to 60 tomorrow. But this next low pressure system coming our way by Friday brings back another rain chance. It's a 40% shot, and the temperatures will go back towards 70 or so. Well, we're not going to get 70 tonight, but the Minnesota range of low temperatures should run about 48 to 55 with a 60% chance for more precip. And folks in Wisconsin and Michigan get that same precip chance with low temps there running about 52 to 56. Taking a look at tomorrow for Wisconsin and Michigan, you may get some mostly cloudy sky and a little bit of rain through the morning hours there. Then in the afternoon, only about 60 in Superior, but it could be as warm as 69 down towards Hayward. In Minnesota, about 53 to 56 by the lake, and then 60 to 65 inland, so definitely cooler. And in Minnesota tomorrow, you get a morning rain chance, then cloudy sky in the afternoon, which then turns into that 40% chance for more rain Friday night into Saturday morning, near 70 Friday and Saturday, then a little bit cooler by Sunday with another chance for showers, Tony and Kristen. It'll go from Sunday, Monday, into Tuesday.
From shorts and a t-shirt today to probably a jacket on the way out the door tomorrow morning, huh?
Most definitely, Tony.
All right, well, we're used to that. Thanks, Dave. Red Cliff Reservation leaders are one step closer to filling a major need.
After years of being in the works, a new child care center is about a month away from opening its doors. CBS3's Natalie Grant spoke to community leaders today about why this is needed in northwest Wisconsin.
On the corner of Blueberry and Water Tower Roads on the Red Cliff Reservation, a new child care center is taking shape.
Having this new facility is going to make a huge difference in many areas throughout the community.
Lack of access to licensed, accessible, and affordable childcare in northern Wisconsin is something Tribal Chairman Rick Peterson says the community has been dealing with for years. He adds that this new center is about more than just helping the kids.
And it's also going to create jobs, it's going to create work within that industry. So we're hoping that this is the first step in years to come of progress in this area.
Jennifer Leask, the administrator for Red Cliff Early Childhood Care, says that the lack of child care has forced families to make tough decisions.
It makes parents have to choose between, can I go to work or school, or do I need to stay home? Because the safety of your child is your top priority.
With 40 spots for children under the age of 7 opening soon, it's sure to make a lasting impact.
It's going to give us a chance to give our children a head start into the formal, setting, of child care and learning and different activities, and get a jump on it right away, and that in and of itself is going to make a huge difference.
Building a better tomorrow for the whole community.
The new child care center is set to be completed next month. It will be available to anyone who lives and works in the area and needs child care.
To come on live local CBS3 after months of waiting, a decision has been made in Breonna Taylor's death. We have more details coming up after the break.
CBS3 live cams are brought to you by Kohler Chevrolet Buick GMC Cadillac. You're not just getting a car, you're getting Kohler.
I'm Sean Mullen, a physician assistant at St. Luke's Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. I first became interested in orthopedics from my own injuries in high school sports. I became fascinated with the way the body recovers and heals. You only get one body, so if you take care of it well, that will pay dividends for you down the road. Taking a patient who is in a bad place from an injury or a condition, knowing that you're a part of their care and helping to increase their quality of life is one of my favorite things about working here.
New Duluth Auto is the Duluth used car dealer. We have plenty of makes and models to choose from. Nissan, Honda, Toyota, and we even carry multiple options for our most popular vehicle, the Subaru Forester. Large cargo space, all-wheel drive, what's not to love? All of our vehicles are priced under $20,000. To make these deals even sweeter, there is a 1 to 5 year warranty included on all vehicles. Give us a call, stop by, or view our inventory online at newduluthauto.net. Because here at New Duluth Auto, we are your Duluth used car dealer.
Northwest Outlet now with extended hours, Tuesday through Saturday, 9 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Now get up to 60% off on Columbia and the North Face summer clothing and footwear at your favorite store, Northwest Outlet, during the end of summer sale. Check out our camping department. We've slashed items up to 30% off. Nobody carries more Carhartt and Ariat FR clothing for hard-working men and women than Northwest Outlet. Our truck headquarters carries toppers, lids, liners, and all accessories you'll want for your truck. Come and get it at Northwest Outlet Superior.
I'm Tina Smith, and I approve this message because building a strong economy requires creating more opportunities for more people by working together. That's why I passed a law with Republicans and Democrats to expand vocational and technical training in schools across Minnesota. And I'm working to create internships and apprenticeships in manufacturing, healthcare, and clean energy. Because not everyone goes to college, but everyone needs a good job to give them and their families good lives.
When COVID struck, President Trump took action, cut off travel from China, the source of the virus. Joe Biden criticized, politicized, attacked President Trump's leadership. And what does Biden now propose while the pandemic still smolders around the globe? Increasing refugees by 700% from the most unstable, vulnerable, dangerous parts of the world. America can't afford weak Joe Biden. Times like these call for real leadership.
I'm Donald J. Trump, and I approve this message.
The Kelly Clarkson Show, right here.
Weekdays at 3 on CBS3.
Classic Rock KQ is once again the Northland's #1 radio station. The KQ Morning Show, the most listened to radio program in the Northland. The KQ Train Wreck, the Northland's #1 afternoon show. Thank you for making us the Northland's #1 radio station. 95 KQDS.
Jeopardy at 4:30, followed by CBS3 Live at 5 on Live Local CBS3.
After months of waiting, a decision has finally been made in Breonna Taylor's death.
No one will be charged in her killing. Of the 3 officers in question, 1 was indicted, but it was unrelated to her death. Taylor was killed in the early morning hours of March 13th as police were executing a search warrant. Her boyfriend, Kenneth Walker, says he believed the police were intruders. He fired a single shot, which hit an officer. Police then returned fire, hitting Taylor 6 times. The grand jury concluded former officer Brett Hankison, who fired 10 shots, endangered the lives of 3 people who were inside an apartment near Taylor's. And officers Jonathan Mattingly and Miles Cosgrove, who fired the fatal shot at Taylor, will not face criminal charges. Kentucky's Attorney General says according to Kentucky law, the use of force by Mattingly and Cosgrove was justified to protect themselves. He added that justification bars them from pursuing charges in Taylor's death.
Reaction and protest to that decision were swift. This is a look at Louisville, Kentucky, as demonstrators took to the streets. At least 2 police officers have been shot in the state during the protests. Police have increased their presence in the area, including around commercial spots and other key locations. Roving officers will be deployed to commercial districts throughout the city, and police traffic patrol will be in place for planned demonstrations.
Meanwhile, we're hearing from both President Donald Trump and presidential hopeful Joe Biden regarding today's decision from Kentucky's Attorney General Daniel Cameron.
The president said he thought the AG was handling it very well, then read a portion of a statement from Cameron.
Justice is not often easy. It does not fit the mold of public opinion, and it does not conform to shifting standards. It answers only to the facts and to the law. If we simply act on emotion or outrage, there's no justice. Mob justice is not justice.
Joe Biden also weighed in before departing to a campaign rally in North Carolina.
I feel my heart goes out to her mother, and I understand there's a protest they're starting. They should be peaceful. Do not sully her memory or her mother's by engaging in any violence. It's totally inappropriate for that to happen. And she wouldn't want it, nor would her mother. So I hope they do that calmly.
The officer charged was arrested but was released on $15,000 bail.
Coming up next in sports, Twins looking to keep the homers a-comin', facing Detroit for Game 2. Kelly's in next.
Season 2 is
The
here.
Kelly Clarkson Show, weekdays at 3 on CBS3.
Because of this, we built Ford Super Duty to be the most capable heavy-duty pickup ever. Because of this, we built Ford F-150 with 375 horsepower. Because of this, we built Ford Ranger with a terrain management system. And because Ford trucks are built for this, you made Ford America's best-selling brand. Now lease an F-150 for just $299 a month. That's just $299 a month. Only at your local Northland Ford dealer.
To all our MediaCom customers, thank you.
We just want to say thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for trusting us to keep your family connected.
We'll do whatever it takes. Yep, we got you.
Thank you so much for being patient and your support.
You all are the reason that we do what we do, and we couldn't do it without you.
So thank you. We appreciate you, and please stay safe.
Thank you for being a part of our MediaCom family.
You're the best.
Thank you.
I set you free. I told you could.
Long have our ancestors debated, taco or quesadilla. Taco John's has found the answer. Both. Introducing the cheesy grilled chicken quesadilla taco. Get 2 for just $5. Taco John's. Bigger, bolder, better.
Hi, I'm Steve Little with Bath Planet, your simple and affordable choice for bathtubs, showers, surrounds, and safety tubs. Right now, we are offering 0 down, 0 interest, and 0 payments until 2022, or get your dream bathroom for as little as $69 a month. This offer ends September 30th, so call us today or go online to book your appointment to take advantage of this amazing offer. Bath Planet. Out of this world service and down to earth price.
In times like these, it's nice to have
for our union workers, standing with snowplow drivers during their strike, and fighting to lower health care costs for seniors and our most vulnerable. I'm Pete Stauber, and I approve this message because together we're fighting for our way of life.
Mom's gonna kill us.
Gorilla Super Glues. Of course.
Gorilla has a fix for every project. Original brush and nozzle and ultra controlled gel for the toughest jobs on planet Earth.
The home run robes proved to be very effective in last night's walk-off win for the Minnesota Twins over the Detroit Tigers. Twins and the Tigers back at it tonight at Target Field. Twins starter Kenta Maeda is 5-1 on the season and likely Game 1 starter when the playoffs begin next week. Starting the bottom of the third, Twins get on the board as Marwin Gonzalez singles to right. That'll score Jorge Polanco from second. Twins take a 1-0 lead. Gonzalez would later score on a force-out play to give the Twins a 2-0 lead. To the fourth, Twins lead 2-0. And that run total doubles. Jake Cave with a shot to right center off Casey Mize, and Cave and the Twins lead 4-0. Top of the fifth, Maeda was on point tonight. Gets Eric Haas swinging and missing for his 6th strikeout of the night. Through 5 innings, he kept the Tigers scoreless on 1 hit, added 7 strikeouts, and Twins win 7-6 the final. Elsewhere, the Cleveland Indians beat the White Sox again tonight, so the Twins grabbed first place in the division by half a game, while the Yankees were pounded by the Blue Jays, falling even further back of the Twins. New York currently has the 5 seed. And the NL Central is a logjam right now for the second playoff spot. Could Milwaukee gain some ground on the Reds? First inning, usual Brewer killer Joey Votto at the plate. Oddly enough, he doesn't have a hit against Milwaukee yet this season. That changed tonight. A 2-run shot off of Adrian Hauser makes it 2-0. It was a dominant effort by Trevor Bauer. 12 strikeouts, allowing just 4 hits and 1 run in 8 innings of work. Not a whole lot of offense for the Crew and plenty from the Reds. Eugenio Suarez gets 3 more off of Alex Claudio, and the Brewers fall 6-1. They start a big series against the St. Louis Cardinals tomorrow. Elsewhere in the National League, a Cardinals loss keeps the Brewers a game and a half back for a divisional playoff spot, but the Phillies beat the Nationals, pushing Milwaukee out of a wild card spot, at least for the moment. And Minnesota United at Columbus FC tonight. The Loons were playing from behind for the majority of this one. The lone strike came courtesy of Robin Lod in the 88th minute, but it isn't enough. Columbus FC takes it 2-1 in full time. The Seattle Storm needed some last-second heroics to take Game 1 of their playoff series against the Minnesota Lynx last night. With less than 10 seconds to go in a tie game, Sammy Whitcomb drives to the hoop to put up a shot. It's no good, but there's Alicia Clark for the rebound. She fights through a defender, gets the putback shot to fall at the buzzer, and the Storm take Game 1 by a pair. The Lynx have a chance to even things up at a game apiece tomorrow. They face the Storm. Game 2 tomorrow at 6:30 on ESPN. And some girls tennis action this afternoon over at Longview. Duluth East hosting Hermantown. In one singles, it was all Allie Heidela goes cross court to beat Gabby Johnson. She would go on to take that match. To 3 singles, Natalie Getzman blasts through her first serve. That is what they call an ace. Greyhounds looking really strong today. And to 1 doubles, a slam at the net. They're still playing over at Longview, or rather, they took the game at Longview. Duluth East wins it over Hermantown. And we have UMD men's hockey news tonight that doesn't involve COVID-19. According to a report by the Duluth East News Tribune, the Bulldogs have added a new face to their blue line. Matt Cairns, a Cornell grad transfer, is joining UMD for the upcoming season. Cairns is an Edmonton Oilers prospect who will be playing in his final year of eligibility at Duluth. He played in 61 games in 3 seasons with the Big Red, totaling 3 goals and 3 assists. That's going to do it for sports tonight. We'll be right back after the break.
CBS3 closed captioning is brought to you by Essentia Health. Have our certified nurse midwives provide personal one-on-one support and guidance for your next pregnancy. Visit essentiahealth.org to learn more.
Enhance your quality of life. Increase your mobility. Achieve your potential. For specialized, individualized care, call Northern Orthotic and Prosthetic Center, providing the professional care you deserve. Northern Orthotic and Prosthetic Center, serving people throughout northern Minnesota, Wisconsin, and upper Michigan.
The redesigned Honda CR-V EX is better than ever. It has more passenger volume than the Toyota RAV4, with more cargo volume than the Nissan Rogue SV, and a turbocharged engine with more horsepower than the Subaru Forester. All this makes the CR-V EX a value that's impossible to ignore. Contact your Honda dealer to learn more or shop online.
Real steel. Find yours. And find what fuels you. Not sold at Lowe's or the Home Depot. Pick up at over 9,000 local steel dealers. Find yours at steeldealers.com.
Mariah Haberman here from Discover Wisconsin. Join me and the rest of the crew every week on this station for all things Wisconsin. Continue the adventure on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and discoverwisconsin.com. Plus, subscribe to the Cabin Podcast, available wherever you listen to your favorite podcasts.
Dry, itchy skin, bad taste, stained appliances. Call Arrowhead Water right now and let us come to your home and perform our no-obligation free 10-minute water audit. We'll test hardness, iron, pH, sulfur, and chlorine. In no time, you'll see, feel, and taste the difference a home water system can make. And right now, when we install your home water system, you can save up to 30% over the lifetime of a new system. Call us now to schedule your no-obligation free 10-minute home water audit. Family-owned, family-trusted, and no 1-800 number. Arrowhead Water.
Men's wardrobe provided by Mainstream Fashions for Men, your fall fashion headquarters with new arrivals daily. Downtown Duluth.
Totals.
Dave, are we going to see a cool down here? I think we hear some rain coming down.
Yeah, we're getting rain right now, and then there will be a cool down in its wake tomorrow. And let's take a quick look at rain totals so far. Not much for a lot of towns, but almost 1.5 inches to Aiken, just a trace in Moose Lake, a trace in Ashland, but 1/3 of an inch in Ironwood. 60% chance your town will get more here tonight. And then the extended forecast, well, the tonight forecast shows low temps pretty close to 50 degrees.
We'll see you tomorrow.